getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You got to be
and so I
broke
can get
so
a link
the
card.
government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through
If you
to have a
don't
house?
do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
Won't
trying
they
to
be
tell
like?
you,
Won't
you
they be?
can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
They will.
nice house.
No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you
Where I'ma
told
go?
me.
Where I'm going to go?
I
I
don't.
don't have no job.
But I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
But if you do that, you're going to have to go the hard way. It's going to take long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait a few
saying.
months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
And I want this to be AI so bad. I hope it's AI. Lord, don't let it be real. Let it be fake. Videos like this really, they kind of hurt to watch for a few reasons. Firstly, because you see the youth actually wanting to do something, do better than their parents. And, this is the type of reaction some people get met with in real life. Though I know this type of conversation makes a lot of people uncomfortable, I think we can still handle it with care while addressing the issue. Now, I'm just going to state the facts. Section 8 is supposed to be temporary. This is not the end-all, be-all for your household, for your children, for you. That's not what it's supposed to be. Another thing, having a child, having a young man in your household who wants to work, that is a blessing. You know how many parents have to beg their children to go get a job? They don't even want to try. Don't be the reason why your child is not able to go out in the real world and succeed because you're limiting their potential. And I say this sincerely, you should want what's best for your child. And I understand this whole conversation of, hey, what about me? Like, if you gonna mess my stuff up, I get it. But what about doing what is best for your child? And the fact that the child wants to do something might actually be a blessing in disguise. Maybe this will force you to look at the whole situation and say, hey, because he wants to do better, maybe I got to do better. That's not a bad thing. But don't hold him back over some government assistance and some benefits. Around this age, you want to start building confidence. If this might even be the time they need to start building credibility, and figure out what they are capable of doing on their own. This is good that he's taking the initiative and wants to do these things. So I say this sincerely to any parents with this same mindset. Don't discourage the kids. Let them go out and be great, even if that means they may be better than you. I know that might be a hard pill for a lot of parents to swallow, but if you're thinking about things from a long-term perspective, this is a short-sighted type of mindset to have, in my opinion, where you're just like, hey, you're going to mess my stuff up right now. You're going to do this for me. Like, what about me? When it comes to something that is supposed to be temporary anyway, government assistance and Section 8 and all of that stuff is supposed to be there for people who need the help. And there are a lot of people who absolutely need the help. It is not for you to use this as a funnel for your whole generation to be on years and years at a time. And again, we don't know if she's only been on it temporary or if this has been a long-term thing. So we don't want to make any assumptions here. But what I will say is we do know of a lot of people who do stay on Section 8 housing, who stay on welfare for extended periods of time, and then they cycle in all the next generations. They done cycled in the kids, the grandkids. Everybody has just been Section 8 welfare, Section 8 welfare, Section 8 welfare. As I've said before, this limits your potential when you're comfortable, when you're reliant on something to come in. You're relying on your EBT card and you're relying on all these services. And these services, again, are supposed to be temporary. And this is why now we're finding a lot of people very upset because maybe their mother or their grandparents have been on Section 8 and government assistance, and their whole family's been on these systems for 10 plus years. And then when there is some sort of standard of, hey, these sort of things might not be available to you long term anymore because of the way it was being used. Now it's, oh my gosh, what we gonna do? Because you had an expectation that, hey, it's just gonna be there. The government's supposed to be here to take care of me. Like, it's just so much to unpack in this video. I don't even know where to start. But when she said that the government is there to help you, not like this, ma'am, not like this. We got to think about stuff logically. If the quote unquote help that you say comes from the government is only going to be there if you aren't doing as good as you can do, or your son isn't doing as good as he can do, and he has to limit his potential, is that help or is that a hindrance? Really think about it, y'all. Is that encouraging you to stay still, to not make a move, to get comfortable, complacent? Because that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm saying all this with love, even though my voice might be a little elevated, because I get really passionate about stuff like this. I got nothing but love for everybody. And it don't matter if you're on Section 8, if you're on food stamps, or if you're on welfare. It's just, we got to start doing things to better ourselves and our families. We got to actually care about each other and really want what's best for each other, even within our own communities, within our own households, within our friend groups. And it really pains me to see somebody's mother, your own mother, discouraging you from being the best you can be. Like, that's a different level of like, hey, they don't want to see me winning. I know a lot of people say that, but when it's your own family, it hits different. Parents, please don't do this. Y'all can be better parents than that. Y'all don't have to put these sort of things onto your children. And if your children need these services, there is nothing wrong with that. Because again, they're supposed to be temporary. There's nothing, like, people fall on hard times all the time. But when you get on these systems, use them as a stepping stone, because that's what they should be used as. Not as your main plan for life, because this isn't going to work, because this man is going to want to work. He can't stay up under his mama forever. He got to spread his wings and fly. So at some point, if your kids are linked to your Section 8 or you being on the Section 8, you might have to come off of that. They might have better dreams than that. They might want more for themselves than that. And who are you to get in the way? Change and progress are a good thing a lot of times. Don't be afraid. And yeah, you might go through some struggle. You might go through some hard times in that change because it's unfamiliar. But on that path, you might be onto something even better than what you're used to. But I'll tell you one thing, you make no progress standing still. You're going nowhere fast. And so are the kids. If you allow this sort of behavior to continue generation after generation, you should want the best for them. Encourage them to go out and to be in the best professions. Just because you was on Section 8 don't mean that your child need to be on Section 8. I don't know when that started and why that's the thing, but no. If they need it, yes, let them do what they need to do. I challenge people to raise the bar. If the bar is Section 8, if that's all you can teach your children is Section 8, welfare, food stamps, you ain't got nothing else, raise the bar. I implore you to try. Get on this internet, all this internet we got, and help the kids do better. Help them be better. Let's have deeper conversations with how to advance than just saying, hey, get on government assistance. That's the real thing you need to do. No, let's do better. But we have to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.